Hey guys, alright. Continuing the dynamic flexibility stuff. Okay, not as much room in here, but take these off. Socks or shoes where you can. Okay, we finished off. We finished off on bow arrow stance. Yeah, pulling. So these equal. This is pulling. Okay, so we pull there. That's the bow arrow. That's the one we did last time. We did that left. We did that right. Yeah. So from here, because remember, stances are self-supporting structures. So from here, you just want to make sure your feet are still gripping the floor. You know, your toes like this. Feel that force on your toes, and just straighten out this leg. I'm just doing this so the black doesn't conceal what my feet are doing. So straighten out this leg, hips still flat, and you stand like this for a time. Yeah. Once again, try and relax these back muscles. Yeah. Now, you do this on a straight line. Yeah. As much as you can. I have to do it on a slant because I don't have the room here. But like so. Yeah. And that, you can see how that turns into the bow arrow. Yeah. And do it the other direction as well. So you've got your bow arrow, and then just flat. See this leg? This leg's flat. Yeah. The heel lines up with the instep, and this is a totally self-supporting structure. And you just stand like this. Yeah. Hands out to here and looking back to the foot that's tilted. Yeah, remember that's what will keep your hip flat, because that's important. And this is where the qigong begins. Static qigong, you can start training it now when you're in a position such as this. Splay your hands as much as you can, flat, hold them relaxed, push them out, look to the left, and just breathe in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In, concentrate on the top of the forehead, swallow your saliva and out, and follow the swallowed saliva. It gives you something to focus on, to the energy in the belly, okay? But I'll talk more about the qigong. We're just doing the postures for the moment. So you see how that flat stance, that can turn easily into a number of different postures. Yeah? Boom, 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 yeah? Boom, boom. Just with the twisting of this back leg. And the same the other direction. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah? Turns into a number of postures. Yeah? Good self-supporting structures. Yeah? Okay, so we've got there. We've done left bow arrow, right bow arrow. We've done this flat posture, yeah, and we've done flat posture where you're here, like so. This is one I don't hold a lot. I just hold the flat posture, yeah. And then, so once you've done the flat posture on the left and the flat posture on the right, remember to keep things in line. And I'm actually not that close to the floor at all. You can use this flat posture for training fist as well if you're getting tired, because you can put your sandbag here and you can punch it, boom, boom, splay that leg in, boom, boom, or change, splay the leg in, boom, 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 and this way you're using both of the muscles, top and bottom. But anyway, so left bow arrow, or right bow arrow, bow arrow, bow arrow, yeah? Flat posture from the stretch that you've given yourself with the bow arrow. Yeah, boom. Yeah, just stand like that. And what you can do as well is you can grip the floor the same as with your bow arrow posture. You know what I said, where with the front foot, with the toes facing forward, this is what my feet look like here. You're pulling, and with the back foot you're pushing out, and you're sort of pulling up on these muscles. Just do that. You can do that with this. Feet grip the floor. From here, Go to the splits. I don't know if you can see my one foot's missing, but I'm in the splits. And do the same. Relax, push these out. Lean slightly forward. This allows your hip. If you see, if I'm back on my heels, see I'm going back like this, see? So I'm splayed out quite wide and I'm leaning slightly forward. This allows my hip to drop down and just relax. Yeah? And once again, stand like this. Yeah? You can go wider if you want. Not too wide, but stand like this. So a bit higher will do. Stand like this. Yeah, once again, feet gripping the floor. That's an important part. You can never forget to do that. Yeah? Okay. Okay, from standing like this, you'll feel your core getting warm in all those postures. You'll just feel it getting warm because there's a lot of effort to hold yourself in these. Keep checking that the muscles here aren't too tight. You want these back muscles to be working. Okay? So, from those postures there, a bit of a stretch. We'll do the stretch after. From those postures here, this front one, or from any of the side postures, you can go straight into horse stance. Yeah? So same idea, feet grip the floor, weights centered slightly forward, boom, because you need to give yourself a bit of room before you fall back, so the weight slightly forward. Now for us in the West, this is a stretch, yeah? I know it's wide compared to very traditional horse stance, but that's the point, yeah? In the West, it's almost like, in the West we need to develop this crouched stretch here, with our back straight, almost like a sumo squat. We need to develop that stability here before we can straighten all the muscles and get ourselves perfectly upright. So once again here, the secret is, because this should feel like a stretch, yeah, you should be at your limit going down. You should feel the muscles here stretching. You should be like, oh, it stretches. And you don't sit straight down at first. You sit back slightly. Yeah, when you're in the splits, tilt forward and you'll feel the weight go to the tips or go to the fronts of your feet. That will force you to grip the ground. Then, almost at a very slight incline, you sit down that way. Yeah? You don't sit down straight down like this because you run out of stretch. You sit down that way. See? Difference? And it doesn't matter if you let your back come forward. Yeah, at this stage, yeah? Hands can splay out forward or hands can splay out here. Now, what I believe the hand splaying here does, it changes the center of gravity. So, I know when the Shaolins and when people are training it, they're like, you need to keep your hands here. What I believe that does is, here, it's easier to hold. Here, putting them here forces some of your weight forward. So it's forcing you to do, you know, what I said, naturally. No matter how good you are, but unless after a very long period of training, if your hands are here, your weight is shifted forward, yeah? And that's like forcing you. So that's why I believe they're so strong on saying hands here when you're training your horse stance, yeah? Because what it does is it ever so slightly tilts you forward, yeah? And that's exactly what they want, because you want that weight a bit forward on the front of the toes. And then you squat down, boom. When you breathe. And already you can see, I've actually been in horse stance for quite a while. But because it's a stretch, yeah, I'm able to maintain it. And you can do your breathing. Or your iron wire. Or from the Badwajin, one fist. 2 fists, 3 fists, 4 fists, 5 fists. Yeah, with the whole body. Let yourself sink lower as you practice. Yeah, those are all things you can work in at. If you're tired, go to bow arrow again. Yeah, and if this muscle's getting tight, which it does, stretch it out. Yeah, grip the floor. Just give it a bit of a stretch. And the same this side. Stretch it out, grip the floor. Keep those hips that way. Push down with that foot, but pull in as well on the tendons. And you'll start to develop this link between your sort of upper and lower body. Fresh on top, stable below. That's the idea, okay? Yeah, okay. That's another thing I want to say. So once you've done these, I don't have a lot of room, but once you've done these, a bit of a stretch, yeah? Down, and grab this foot here. I don't know if you can see, but my feet are facing straight forward, and I'm as upright as I can be. And I'm grabbing this foot, and I'm moving this way. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm pulling on this foot. I'm keeping it on the floor, feet gripping the floor, and I'm pulling. Wah, wah, wah. So the motion I'm doing is a twisting motion this way. I'm sinking there, and I'm pulling all these tendons in my legs straight. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, so pulling them straight, and here as well, pulling them straight. Yeah? So there it is. You can lean forward and do the same. Stretch out. There's a lot more of these, but I'm just giving you a quick run through. Relax. Sink down. 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 Up. Relax. Sink down. 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 Yep. Much like eagle style. Yeah. Remember, keep those feet grip the floor. Now, after that, from there, feet splay forward, and just turn your body this way. Feet still grip the floor. Running out of room, really, but we're in line. We're just giving the back here a bit of a stretch, and the same this way. Feet grip the floor, and you want to you want to send the front foot forward, tilt as much as you need to. Obviously the maximum is that you're straight, but I'm a bit out of practice, so send that foot backwards, tilt up, and really stretch those muscles. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. Bit of a grab with the back leg. Whoop. Bit of a grab of that one. I mean, even without the Qi Gung exercises, that's a stretch as well, by the way. Even without the Qi Gung, well, the Qi Gung's in there, but even without starting to do the motions, the whole room's steamed up. You know, I'm really warm inside. Feels like I've got a lot of energy because you're working the big major muscle groups. So that's the main thing I wanted to tell you guys was bow arrow, like I discussed in the last video, bow arrow, flat posture. These you're just holding, yeah, but checking your muscles, other side, yeah, horse stance, stretch, yeah. Later on you can bring it in, yeah. But it's funny, you have to go out, I find, you have to go out to bring it in. You need to develop that wide-ranging flexibility to then be able to hold the horse stance in at a short level, you know, a relatively short level, you know, and be able to hold it, you know, and sort of have some semblance of the correct posture, yeah, something like that, or like so. And then, so from here I could do loads of punches, yeah, and I'm not using too much of the outside muscle. That stretch out here, the one at the front, what you do is you keep walking that back heel back, although I just don't have enough room to do it over the days. And then what you do is you also stretch forward onto this leg, and you stretch forward onto that leg. Yeah, when you're in the position, then you would walk the legs forward, and you turn it into like a box split. You keep walking. I used to be better at it, but you're pushing forward with that foot, and you're pulling back with this one, and it's the same on this side. Yeah, you're pushing forward, rolling, and you're pulling back with this foot. Yeah, you have to keep the bones in a certain alignment, otherwise they just don't stretch. Yeah, so, but that's a very rough version of it, but I don't have enough room, and it's very painful. What I usually do is I build it up. You know, I stretch there, I stop. I stretch on the other side, I stop. You know, and then I'll go back to it, because you build the blood into it, you build the flex. So that's again the next stage, or some more exercises. Those are the main ones, but the main ones are the stance ones. And of course, when you do those, you do need to keep your front leg stretched. So just make sure you keep those stretched, because you don't overdevelop those. But static, standing in position, it's really straightforward and boring. But I'll do it I'll even wake up, you know, I'll get up in the morning, and the first thing I'll do is boom, position, you know, position, yeah. I'll just stand in these positions properly, gripping the floor, you know, sending the force up, boom, and I'll just stand, yeah. And because you've cultivated the feeling of a stretch, it's not tiring on the muscle, and that's martial arts, self-supporting structures, bone alignment. This is what opens up the channels and makes you free to breathe and free to move. I wanted to get those down. Now that we've done those, in the next one I'll go into a few more actual like stretches, various stretches, but I want you to do those stances. They'll help you so much, especially if you can do the box one and get it to the box splits. That'll help you loads. It'll take its time. And then maybe in the next one I'll go into the static Qi gung that I do, but you can pretty much see that's the basis of it. And it's, you know, I'll be in those low postures, and I'll just you know, eight or so different postures, and I'll just be in 8 or so different hand positions. There's more to talk about with, you know, I touched on it with the breath and how you follow your breath. There's also a feeling that you have to get in your arms, and it's a physical feeling with regards to the tendons, with regards to the Qigong and bone and tendon washing. It's a physical feeling you feel, and it's a scientific, it's real, it's there. It's not magical energy. It's just literally the tendons rubbing, yeah, which is what these things are. But I'll go into that in the next video, because I've talked too much for too long, and I hope you guys enjoy that.